Welcome students. In this particular class, we will learn the implementations of many different concepts that we have studied in Excel so far. So as we progress to implement each concept, I will mention to you the name of the concept. So before we could do that, we need to have a header file. When I say header, we need to create that header, and then we need to put in the titles followed by the data. Now, since I'm not using any third-party data set, I will be creating my own data. So please follow along. So the title of the project is to create a payroll for a certain company which have got employees working in that particular organization, and you got different salary groups, and each of the salaries have got traveling allowances, medical allowances, and provident fund. Of course, they have to be taxed also. So all of these things are going to be applied onto this particular data set. So let's get started. The foremost we need to do is to have the serial number displayed. So after the serial number, this would be the name of the employee. From the name, I would show you how to extract the first name, last name, and after which DOB would be the date of birth of the employee. This would be auto-generated. We do not have any third-party date for this, so we need to generate. I will show you how to generate that, and then we need to calculate the age. Again, I will show you how to calculate the age. EMP number, right? Now EMP number. Now, after this EMP number, I will place the salary. So this would be the salary, but before the salary, I would need the position of the employees. So this is actually for management category. So the positions have to be placed in by me. So after this position, we need to get the salary, and after the salary, I would have to calculate the traveling allowance. Again, to calculate the traveling allowance, I will have to implement absolute cell referencing. I will show you how to use that. And then medical allowance, provident fund, PF stands for provident fund. And then this one is going to be target 1. Now, whether the individual has achieved target 1. So in this year, I would demonstrate the use of logical operators like AND and OR. So specifically for this, it's going to be the OR operator. And then comes the tax. Of course, this is a long payroll, so many titles have to be placed in. Now, when implementing tax, I will show you how to use the AND operator, because there would be different categories of taxation that we will have to implement. So after this tax, probably what I will do, instead of tax, I will say bonus, and then everything is taxed. So bonus will come before tax, and then this would be the tax. Now, this is not the end of it, because I would also implement how the COUNTIF and the SUMIF operators work. Now, having given this, foremost what I will do is I will just give a title here. Okay, so company payroll. So probably I can say John and Sons. This is a company, and since it is payroll, we can specify it payroll. You can go and highlight this, and first you have to merge it. That's important. After that, you can go and fill it up with some dark color. Probably I'll use this color, and then you whiten up the text, right, like that, and you can make the text bolder. So depending upon your choice, you can play with the font. For me, maybe 12 is okay. So now, since the wordings have gone overboard, what you need to do is go up over here and increase the cell, right? Stretch the column. So now it's fine. So that is all we need to do. Now, if you are not happy with the way the title looks, because if it isn't centered, say for example you want the title to be moved to the left or to the right, all you need to do is keep the mouse over here and then you move it. So the title is on the side. Again, as I mentioned to you, you can stretch this, but I'm not interested in that. What I will do is I will move back the title where it was. So that's fine for me. So I just want to mention that. So now you highlight this entire thing. You don't have to merge them, but you need to fill them with a color. So I will just choose another variant. Probably I will choose a lighter color. So this color, and then you change the text color to white and you make it a little bit bolder. So you add this header, right? So since the name is going to be a little bit bigger, probably you can stretch the first the name given a little bit wider. So all of these things are present here. Now you can see that the text are towards the left. That's the way the Excel operates with regard to the text, and if you were to place a number, the number would be towards the right. Now it is up to you whether you want to align them. If you want to align them, you highlight them and go to center align. So there is a tab here. So having mentioned that, now I need to populate the serial number. To populate the serial number, place 1 here, come out of it, highlight the cell again, and you can clearly see that there is a tab called fill. Click on it and go all the way and choose series, and then you click on column and you enter the number of items you want it to be featured. So in this case I need 10 elements or 10 items, so I'm entering 10 there. So click OK and you got 10 numbers. Now this is very much flexible in helping us to generate scores of numbers. Usually a data set would consist of thousands and thousands of rows. So in cases like that, if you have the requirement to replicate a data set with 1000 elements, then functions like this will come in handy. Okay, so we need to set the employer, we should say set the employees. So I would just start off with Tom, and the second name is Mark, and then Luke, and then let's begin the extraction. So you just highlight this set, make sure that the names are separated by commas, and after that you head on to this tab, click on data, right? You just click on data and then choose text to columns, right? Choose text to columns, click on this, and then you choose next, and after that make sure that comma is selected and tab is unselected, and then you choose next. Now this is going to give the output on C column. I don't want it on a C column, I want it on D column, so change it to D, and then you say finish. So you can clearly see the names are being displayed as first name and last name, right? Now for date of birth, I'm going to generate it randomly. Just give equal to, and then you say rand, between, start with date, open the parenthesis. I want people who are born from 1990, first month, first day, to date 2000, first month, first day, and this is the formula. This is how you can randomly generate the date. So you click enter. Now you can clearly see the date is not in the date format. That's because the format has to be set. So go to home and click on this tab, number tab, and then click on date. So you got the date format there. Probably you can choose whatever format you want. I'm happy with this format, right? So I'm just clicking yes, and then I'm pulling it up. So that's fine. Now I got the date. Now I need to calculate the age. Now there is a formula to calculate the age. So this is equal to, the formula is dated if, open the parenthesis, click on this date, place a comma, enter today function, place a comma, open a double quote, place capital, or you can use Y, it gives you, and then you give enter. So this will give you the age, so you can pull it down. Now employee number, again you can randomly generate this employee number. So this is equal to rand between, say I want employee numbers to be between 2000, right, 2135 to 3425, something like that, right? You click enter, you get some employee numbers. That's it. Now if you want to add something before the employee numbers, you can do that. So for that, say for example you want to add some code, so that can be achieved. So let me just show you that, how exactly. We will have some prefix, and that is done in the following way. So as you can clearly see, I've created this particular column EMPC, so employee professional code, something like that. So I want to place a prefix before each of these employee numbers. So how is it done? So we start off with the equal to sign, and then open a double quote, and then you can give in the reference that you want. I'm going to say management category MC, and I give a space and you close it. That's it you need to do. So if a person is a management staff, he will have his employee number prefixed with MC, and then you place an ampersand and the cell that you're looking for, this particular cell. I'm actually starting to implement this code, so that's the reference you need to give. So after you have given this, all you need to do is to press enter. Now you can go and pull it down. So MC would be featuring for all of these employees. So as I mentioned to you, we are focusing on the payroll for management people. When I say management people, people who are working in the special management team of an organization. So in that case, you can have this. Now you want to have another category. Based on the category, you can align the prefix. So that's exactly what I wish to show you here. So next comes position. So I need to give the positions of the employees. So I start with marketing manager. So I'll just place here marketing director, capital D. Now salary structure, say marketing people, I'm giving you a random salary that is prevalent. We have a salary division here. It may not be all that rigid, it's up to you. I just want to give the salary structure for people to understand this illustration. So let's go on to traveling allowance. Now traveling allowance, I would like to show you how to implement the absolute cell referencing. So I need to insert some rows here. So you want to insert some rows, go to the cell, right click and click on insert and insert some rows like that, right? Insert, okay. So we have TA, traveling allowance, let me give 0.2%. This is TA, 0.2%. And medical assistance, say 0.3. And the PF is 0.5. Okay. So you can make it bolder, make it center, you can have a light color to it, and you can fix a border to that. So you got a table here. And these things you can fill it up with a light gray so that it features uniquely. Make it bolder, and if you want you can center them. So you got this. So this is for TA, MA, PF. So we got that. Now to target, we need to place a choice. Has this person achieved the target or not? So I'm going to come to that for once I finish this. Now how are we going to calculate the TA? This is going to be, open the parenthesis, salary times, okay, this cell. Now once you click on this, immediately you place the F4 key. This is done to lock. Okay, you got to lock it. Now if the F4 key is not functioning, as it is not functioning on my keyboard, just place a dollar before G and a dollar after G, right? And then you close it. So in this way you're locking it. What is it? What's the exact meaning of this? It means all of these values will be directed to 0.2. So I click it, so you get 4000 times 0.2. That's what I want to have. That. Then I'm going to pull it. Now let me just pick a random value, say 4200 here. So 0.2 percentage of 4200 would give me 840. That's absolutely correct, right? So that's the way we do what is called as absolute cell referencing. So having got that, go to medical assistance, click on the cell, place a multiplication sign, click on the value, and then you place a dollar. You got to be a little bit careful. You place a dollar. If you got some issues, go to the formula bar, and then you place a dollar before and a dollar after, and then you click enter. Okay, 0.3. okay, that's fine. So this is the formula. Let me, and then you pull it down. Okay, now for PF you go up there and you click on the salary, place a multiplication sign, click on this, and as I mentioned to you, you will have to place a dollar. So place a dollar here and a dollar after, then you come out of it and you close the parenthesis so that you don't get that alert box which we just got. So there isn't any alert box. In the previous case we got an alert because I thought by default Excel would complete the formula, but it didn't. It wanted us to manually place that. So we have completed TA, MA, PF. That's fine. So now for target, you click on target, go to data. Now the question is, has this person achieved the target or not? Of course, we are not sure of that, but we can place in a pseudo value, right? Just for the sake of application and to demonstrate, we have to have some value there. So for that, you can create, right? So this value would come from the immediate supervisors of the teams here. But in this case, we can place in the requirement, but of course we are going to be choosing the value. So when I say pseudo value, we are actually going to be the ones who are entering the value, but the creation of that choice is perfectly legitimate. So that's what I want to mention here. So in most of the payrolls you will have this choice. So I'm just going to show you how to create the choice. So go to data, click on that data, and then what you need to do is you have to choose this thing, data validation. Click on data validation, click on the first one, and then what you need to do is you need to go and click on list, and then you say yes, no. Either the person has achieved the target or the person hasn't achieved the target. Click click enter. So in this case you got that choice. So either the person has achieved the target, yes, or the person hasn't achieved the target, no. So that's it. So you want this to be replicated everywhere. Just click and pull it, and then you pull it down. So you will have this particular information everywhere, right? So now, since I mentioned to you, I cannot pass this before filling it. So let me just say yes and a no. You got the data there. right? But in the real life scenario, this would be filled in by the team which is supervising these people. Okay, so having got that, let me just move on to bonuses. So this is where I'm going to use the logical operator OR. So how do we use it? Start with equal to, place the if sign, and then to open the parenthesis and enter OR, close the, open another parenthesis. Now in this case, if this person has achieved the target, if this is equal to yes, okay, place a comma, or if this is equal to no, right? Say same thing, this is equal to no. So in either case, if this is equal to, so in this case I need to use the next cell. If this is equal to yes, or this is equal to yes, if either this, so this is how we do it. So the understanding, if either target 1 is equal to yes or target 2 is equal to yes, then you give 0.10% bonus. If not, you give 0% bonus. So you close it. Okay, so I hope you are following it. Now if you exclusively want to place in 10%, you can place in 10%, but since I'm going to use that bonus for calculation, I am going to place it as 0.10. So let me explain to you this. Now if the cells under target 1, if this is equal to yes, or if this is equal to yes, then you give a 0.10% bonus. If not, you give 0. So in other words, the person is saying, if both the things are no, then the person is going to get 0, right? Probably I should have given a no for one of these, but let's just go with this and click enter. So this is just a check for either one. If you have achieved target 1 but failed to achieve target 2, still you're going to get a bonus, and vice versa. If you achieved target 2 but you haven't achieved target 1, still the bonus is there for you. So I click enter. So clearly you can see the bonus is featured. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say no to this term electronics. So electronics, I'm going to say no. So there are 2 no's there. So you can clearly see, you see that? No, you get no bonus. So that's the beauty of this particular logical operator OR. So now we need to calculate two more things we need to show. Now among the salary, I want to display the ranks for the salary, right? So how do I do that? In other words, who's getting rank 1 salary, the first salaries, right? So rank 1 means highest salary that is being paid. So you can also do that. So let me show you how to give ranking to the salary. So go to this particular column, you can hit insert, and then you can say salary rank, right? Salary, or you can just type in S-rank. So this is going to give us the ranking. So how do we produce the rank? Just say equal to, and you got a rank there. Double click on that thing. Now what are you trying to rank? Say I want to rank this marketing guy, right? Click on that, and then you place a comma, and then you need to give the referencing order as to how you are going to be ranking, right? So in this case, you are going to be ranking this particular person against the entire thing. So you will have to highlight this entire cell and then close it, and then you click. So this person's salary is in rank 9. Okay, so if I were to go and pull this down, we can see electronics salary 6,000, and IT is also number 1. We need to do some slight alterations. So you see that you got this purchase in rank 2, and you got 2 ranks here. Electrical is also in rank 2 and purchase is rank 2. In ICT is rank 1. ICT is rank 1. Now this is because of the fact that we have not locked the cell. So that means though the formula is correct, but yet we did not place in the all important absolute cell referencing here. So that would mean you need to go back here and place a $ before K, and preferably I will use the formula tab here. If I were to use the arrow key, I will have an issue. So go over here all the way and then place a $ after K. Similarly, you have to lock this K too, a $ before K and a $ after K. So now the cells are locked and you will get the absolute ranking. So now you go up here and then you pull it down, and clearly you see that the number one person, or I would say the salary package who is getting the most, is the electronics engineering, and then number 2 is ICT. So you got 2 ICT ranks, and then you got another electrical ranking, that's also number 2 because that salary is 5,500. And then since we have placed these 2 people in rank 2, definitely the other rank, say the third, rank number 3 and rank number 4 would get eliminated, and that's the reason we are having rank 5 here. And generally there are mechanical people. How many mechanical people in rank 5? So 1 and 2, so that would mean 6 is gone. So we only have rank 7. So this is how you use the rankings. Okay, so salary ranking is demonstrated here, so that looks nice. So as of now, I've just shown you how to populate the serial number, how to extract the first name, last name, how to auto generate date of birth, how to calculate the age, how to generate the EMP and add a prefix to the EMP number, and how to generate the salaries, how to calculate the tax, TA, not the tax, I should say, the traveling allowance, the medical assistance, provident fund using absolute referencing, and how to create a list to see if the person has achieved the target. And then to calculate the bonus, again I have demonstrated the use of the OR operator, which is very, very important. And then we have also seen the ranking here. That's really brilliant. Now after getting all of this, it's time that we calculate the tax. So let's do that. Now since the lowest salary starts between 4,000, or I should say from 4,000, we can add the following taxes over here. So I'm going to mention the tax here. So TAX tax. So if the person is getting between 4,000, tax should be 0.11. That's a tax. Okay, and if the person is getting between 5,000 and 6,000, the tax is 0.12. And between 6,000 and 7,000, we don't want to tax people too much, 0.13. And between 7,000 and 8,000, the tax is 0.14. Okay. So we are going to use this yardstick. So as usual, you can merge it. You can go to home and click on the merge key, make it bolder. Probably you can give a fill there, and you can highlight this entire thing and fill with a lighter color and give a border there. So this is okay, this is fine. And if you want to center, then it doesn't look good. Okay, let that be as it is. So now before I could calculate the tax, I need to calculate the total with the bonus. So we need one more column here. So you right click here, insert it, and then you say total plus bonus. So this is equal to, first let me calculate the bonus. So the bonus comes on this salary, this multiplied with this, plus we need to sum up this, plus this, plus this, plus this. So that's going to be the total. So let's see what we're getting. So I get 8,400. Is it okay? Let me check. 4,000, 4,800, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, and the tax, yeah, bonus is $0.400. That's fine. So if I had to pull it down, let me check for the last guy. It says 0. So his salary is 6,000. He doesn't get any bonus. So 6,000 plus this is going to be 2,000. 2,000, 3,000, 6,000, 6,000, 12,000. So that's absolutely correct. So we are on the right track. So just to make sure. Now calculating the tax, this is, so I see that the taxes are literally very high. So none of them are getting between 4,000 to 5,000. So I need to change this here. Let me reform this. So there's no point in having this. So between 4,000, instead of saying 4,000, let me just check the lowest salary. The lowest salary is 8,000. 8,000 to 9,000. That's fine. And then 9,000 to 10,000. And then 10,000 to 11,000. So now I will have to calculate the tax. So just go up here. And then place if, open the parenthesis, and then and, open the parenthesis. Open the parenthesis if salary is greater than 8,000, right? If it's greater than 8,000 and this is less than 9,000, close the parenthesis and place a comma. From the salary, you have to take away 0.12. So multiply it with 0. It's not 12, it's 11. Place a comma, place a if, open the parenthesis and place the and operator. Click on the salary. If this is greater than 9,000 and if the salary is less than 10,000, close it. Place a comma. From the salary, you take away 0.12. Right? Place a comma. Place if. Place and. Open the parenthesis. Click on the salary. If this is greater than 10,000. Okay. A small correction here. You see that I placed 1,000 here. It should be 10,000. Probably my keyboard has an issue. So that's why every time when I place a 0, it doesn't get reflected on the monitor. So you got to be a little bit careful. So if this is greater than 10,000 and this is less than 11,000, close the parenthesis, place a comma. From the salary, you take away 0.13, right? 0.13, place a comma, place the if statement, open the parenthesis, give the and operator, open the parenthesis, click on the salary. If the salary is greater than 11,000, comma, salary if it is less than 13,000, right? Close the parenthesis. From the salary, you take away how much? 0.14. 0.14. That's fine. So now you got to place the parenthesis. This is for the first if, second if, third if, and fourth if. Right? So this is the code that I have written. You just check the code. If there are any bugs in the code, you'll have to come back, recheck, and then you have to run it again. If after the check, again if there is a bug, again you got to come and check and rerun it. So that's the way the code works. Okay, so you have to be having that mindset. So just because you've written the code once, there's no guarantee that it will run. So let me click enter. Yes, I have got that value. Now I need to pull it. Now there are two things. So for the first thing is that the code is fine for the first cell, but again there is no guarantee that the code will be fine for all of these. So you got to again go and check and pull it down. Apparently the code has hit its bullseye. So the code is absolutely correct, and we can clearly see that no error was displayed. So that is how you get it. And of course you might not get it in the first try, so you keep trying, right? So as you keep trying, you will improve your efficiency as well as your proficiency. So both these things will get improved. So just because you're getting a bug, don't lose interest and don't slack off. You will get bugs. It's part of writing any code, but you need to have the mindset to go back and redo it and rerun it. So that's the way things happen. So having got that, so what we need to do is we need to now draw a neat table. Now of course this is a complete set. Now I want to use one more function. I want to demonstrate this to you. That is the countIf functions and the SUMIF. So SUMIF, you want to know the amount of salary paid to, say for example, marketing department. Is there any marketing department there? Okay, marketing department. Okay, marketing department. How are you going to find that out? That's a question. How are you going to find that out? So let me just merge this so that it looks a little bit neater, and give a color code. Okay, a dark color code, and change the font, make it bolder. Okay, probably. Okay, I'll stick with this. Now, okay, that's fine. So marketing department salary. Now place equal to, type SUMIF. Okay, SUMIF, just SUMIF, and you have to find out what you are looking for, right? I want to know the salary structure of a specific group of people, where the group of people are located. So they are actually located over here. So click over here and you drag that. That's the first step. After that you place a comma, and then whom are you looking for? You're actually looking for marketing department. So click that, and after which you have to look into the category of salaries into which way you're looking for. That's exactly what you're seeing on the screen. So of course this looks a little bit tricky, so you will get it with some practice. So the idea is to find out the amount of salary that these people are getting paid. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So I click enter. So clearly you can see amount of salary. There is one marketing person here, so he's getting 4,000. There's another marketing department, they are getting 4,000. So clearly this formula works. It's absolutely correct. So this is the demonstration of SUMIF. In the interest of time, I'm not going to be calculating the sums for other group of people. I will just leave it here because this video is getting overboard. Now there is one particular thing that I wish to do is to just give a table here. So just go up here and then you highlight this and you got a clean set of tables. So before I could leave, I just want to give a review of the things that I've just done here. So I've taught you how to use the series function, or I should say the autofill function, in a different fashion. I have explained to you how to extract the first name, the last name, how to auto-generate date of birth, how to calculate the age, how to calculate or how to auto-generate EMP and add a prefix to EMP, how to randomly generate the salary, and then how to display the rank. That's very critical. And then calculate the traveling allowance, the MA, medical assistance and provident fund using absolute self-referencing, and also place in a list element here to see if the person has achieved the target or not. And then of course with the bonus, this is actually used, or I should say this is generated using the logical operator OR, and then we have calculated the sum. Using the sum function we have calculated the total plus the bonus, And coming here, this is the crucial part, how exactly we should calculate the tax given these categories. And we have done that using the AND operator. And finally, to sum it up, I would like to know how much the company is paying for each department, and that is calculated using a powerful function called SUMIF. And I think this is a good place for us to stop with the completion of a mini project. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.